why are we all here? You know, of course we're here to take photos, but why do we want to take photos? What's going on? I think it's the same thing with my kids. I watch my kids. My two daughters are here. There's Isabella. There's Scarlett down there with the puppy. My son is here someplace. You know, they create art. And my son, he plays the piano. Like, why do they do that? They do it for the end result. They do it for the, you know, the house on the construction paper or the song that goes into the air. It only appears that they are creating that. What they're really creating is themselves. And it's the same way with photography. It only appears that you're creating photos, but what you're really doing is creating yourself. And I think that's a beautiful idea. And you might notice that the more you take photos, the more interesting and beautiful they become. And of course, it's the same with you. You're constantly creating a more interesting self, and you're constantly creating a more beautiful self. All right? So let's talk about kind of why we initially started with this whole idea of photo walks. It's really because of this bag. We came up with this idea because we knew we were making the bag for about the last year, all right? And we knew when the Kickstarter period would be. You have to excuse me, I'm still getting over being my pneumonia from a while ago. And so we knew when this Kickstarter period would be. We thought, well, we should do something really fun and different. Let's do a series of photo walks across the USA. So we had a lot of fun planning it. It was, of course, a lot of work. There's a huge team behind the scenes. I know you kind of just see me and Curtis, but you know, you've got Ollie doing video. We have Troy, our tour manager. We have Luke on support, and there's a vast array of people that make all this stuff possible. So I really want to thank them. We thought it'd be a really fun chance for you guys to come out and see the bag and touch it and all this kind of stuff. It's super fun for us too. And tonight, someone here will win a bag. And the way you win the bag is to take a picture of a fellow photo walker wearing a bag. I think there's a few of these that have been distributed around the crowd. So as you see them, just go ahead and shoot. Just do something interesting. I'll pick a winner tomorrow around noon or a little bit after noon. Be sure to get your photos into the Google Photos community by 12 noon of that and for the other contest as well. You can continue to put photos into that community ad infinitum, right? You can put them everywhere, of course. Just tag them with #Trey USA, and that way you can all see each other's photos, make new friends, and that sort of thing, all right? Now my cheat sheet actually happens to be a human in the form of Curtis Simmons. What do I say next? Yeah. So since this is a free event, I hope you don't mind if I stop down to mention a few cool sponsors. One great thing about the sponsors that we wanted to do is make sure they all have cool prizes that everyone could win, so it's a kind of fun way to mention them. The first thing is that the Ritz-Carlton has helped us out by sponsoring a trip to New Zealand to spend a week with me.
Woo!
It's going to be amazing. You can come to one of my week-long workshops there. In fact, David Hendershot, there's actually a few people here that have been on those, of all things. This is very different. It's a much bigger crowd. And yeah, so to win that, just go to the website. You'll learn how to do that. Also, I wanted to mention the Arcanum. We have quite a few people here from the Arcanum.
Yeah, we have Scott Norris.
If Scott Norris, if you're around, you could pop up. So, what is the Arcanum? Let me first ask, how many people in the audience have heard of the Arcanum? All right, about half. And how many people have actually made it inside the Arcanum? All right, a much smaller number. Yeah, we're at about 1,000 apprentices overall, and we're just now starting a growth period. So first I'm going to have Scott say a little bit about what he does as a master in his area of expertise and this sort of thing.
Nice to meet you.
Hey everybody, I used to live here in Chicago, so
Right up to my mouth, okay. How's that?
yeah, I started out in the Arcanum as an apprentice in October.
And
From there, I was an 80-wheelers cohort.
and the growth that I had in my photography was exponential because of the Arcanum. The community that is developed there and between each other is more important to me than the master apprentice. It's what you learn from each other. We all are on the same path when it comes to photography. We're just at different levels of that. And what the Arcanum does is it just focuses you and just it blossoms. Your creativity is wide open. In my cohort, that's what we're trying to do is tap that creative that's inside you. All the technical stuff, we help you with that, but it's getting the story, what is inside of you out in your artwork. And that's one of the beauty, the things that's so beautiful about the Arcanum is the community. I can't say much more than that. The community in this is fantastic, and I'm thankful for these guys for starting such a wonderful thing. It's literally changed my life in just the 9 months that I've been in.
All right, thank you for that live testimonial. If you don't know what it is, I'll just say very briefly. It is, we brought back the master and apprentice system in style, and we've kind of brought it to a very friendly internet fun community basis. All right, so please go sign up. One of our many masters may select you, and hopefully your life will, be changed in the right kind of way, the same way his was. All right. Also, you might have seen Ollie, our videographer, the massively bearded Ollie, out flying the DJI quadcopter. We're using that to get all of the aerial footage you'll be seeing. There's another great prize you can sign up for there. Just go to the website, you'll find out. We also have Photo Nomads as a sponsor. They're giving away a $5,000 workshop. Go sign up for that. In fact, just go ahead and sign up for everything on the website. If you want to get any of your work printed, use Bay Photo. They have a discount code to get it printed on metal. And last but not least, MacFun makes really amazing software, and they partnered with us on this. And you can get my whole kit. You get all my camera equipment. You get all this stuff. So go sign up for their thing as well. And I know that after party sold out. I'm sorry. We ended up getting a bigger venue, but it turns out that we need an even bigger venue for demand. But maybe next time. But those coming get to see this really cool 4-frame process, where there's a new kind of display. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's digital. It looks like nothing you've ever seen. So anyway, that's that. Some of you get to see it. Okay, and a final reminder to get everything in by noon. Use that hashtag TreyUSA. I'm going to go through and add things to the Best of Chicago collection and kind of continue to do that as the days and weeks go on. All right?
Google Plus.
And I really like to thank our helpers that made this possible. They went through a lot of work for it. So anyway, you guys are awesome. We appreciate it. There's a lot of work that goes into these photo walks. All right. And when we started out on this whole thing, we didn't really know. I asked Curtis, figured it all out. It's actually an extremely expensive thing. It cost us over $100,000 to do this whole tour around the U.S. And so luckily we came in and got some sponsors to make it all possible. So if you could support them, that would really be great. Maybe we could do it again sometime. All right. So here's Curtis Simmons with a very important safety briefing.
Yeah, I get the fun part, I guess. I just want to remind everybody we're going to have an awesome time. These are obviously not big, strenuous events. We're just here to have fun, stroll around, take some photos. But we want to observe, the laws of the land. So we worked with the city of Chicago. We want to honor them. So let's try to keep the sidewalks. Kind of keep to our route. You'll see Troy carrying a speaker, almost like a flag for House Targaryen on that, but just follow him along and just stick to the streets. And if we have to cross the street, do it at a crosswalk. Don't interrupt traffic. Just wait in small groups. Just be normal. You just don't have to, you don't have to get 1 foot in the street to get a shot. The 6 inches won't matter. Anyway, I'll move on to that. Anything else? I think that's it. I think we're ready for the group photo.
I'll give you one final little set of thoughts here. And by the way, before I get into that, if you've never been on a photo walk, don't be intimidated. These are super fun. I find that most of the time, 50% of the people have never been on a photo walk. So if you have any questions, just ask the guy next to you with a bigger camera. Along the way, I'll be stopping. Troy will be setting up a mini little box for me to stand up on, and we'll have a mobile speaker system. I'll talk about my settings. I'll talk about all that stuff, so it'll be great. And all along the way, feel free to ask me any question, anytime. I like weird questions. I like personal questions. I like inappropriate questions, off the wall. Ask me anything. I'm totally cool with it, all right? So last, I'm going to leave you with this one little thought. And I guess I wanted to thank you in a way, because I don't know when each of you discovered me, but I have a feeling that some of you are out there. I don't know whether you found me on the internet a week ago, or a month ago, or a year ago, or 8 years ago. But when you did, you saw something in me that you liked or you loved, or maybe you saw something in one of my photos that you loved. But here's a secret. That same thing you saw in me is also in you. And so I'm here tonight to thank you for that, to give back, and to take that little spark that's inside of you and turn it into a flame. Or if you already have a fire, I want to help turn it into an inferno. I really want to challenge you to do something amazing with your own creativity and help you continue to create yourself. All right? You guys are all my friends, and I'll be with you forever. All right, thank you.